Well, welcome to the Lindfield campus of Newington. I really love it up here. It's a beautiful smaller campus. There's about 200 boys here, so the students really get to know the staff, get to know the environment. It is a great place from that point of view. It's got all the facilities of Newington, great learning models. We've got the IB PYP program. It's fantastic, really good staff. There is a beautiful bush just right outside the campus, which you'll get to see in this tour. You can probably hear the kids behind me at the moment. They're happy, they're full of life, they love coming to school. We hope you love seeing it too.
My name is Benjamin Barrington Higgs. I am the head of the junior school and we're very glad to have you with us today. I've been at the school for 5 years. I have a very personal connection to the school as my boys have both been through the Lindfield campus and are now part of the senior school. We wish you were here with us today, but we understand that due to the circumstances around COVID-19 that it's really difficult to come on campus. With that in mind, we thought that we would give you a bit of a tour around Lindfield and hopefully give you a taste of what's to come. We really try to, as an IB school, provide a learning environment that caters to the different needs of our boys. Our approach to learning and teaching is slightly different to other schools. Whereas other schools focus on knowledge and skills, we follow on knowledge, skills, teaching conceptually, boys taking action and the attitudes and attributes that are needed for success at school but also in later life. In our teaching and learning, we have a mixture of explicit teaching, but also we do a lot of work around collaboration, a lot of critical thinking, a lot of discussion, and we realise that the world is not black and white and that there are complexities and there's areas of grey that our boys are going to have to learn to deal with. And so a lot of our work is about the boys looking at issues, taking different perspectives and coming up with an answer that they can critically defend and justify, but also that resonates with them. In terms of the building blocks, we have a really strong focus on literacy and numeracy. In literacy, in our younger years, we have a really strong phonics and phonetic awareness programs. We do a lot of writing, and that carries through right until year 6. In terms of mathematics and number, we follow that sort of the Singapore maths method, which is the concrete pictorial abstract. And so we start with very hands-on concrete materials and then slowly over time we will transfer to sort of more pictorial and finally abstract. But it doesn't mean that from the upper grades we just do abstract, we continue to work in a concrete way right up and throughout year 6 as well. Lindfield is a small school. We have 200 students, but we are lucky because we're a small school with big school resources. Because we are Newington, we have fantastic teaching, excellent facilities, and amazing opportunities for our boys. But what does it mean to be part of a small school? It means that we know your son, we know him very well. We also know our families, and our community is very close and very involved in the life of the school. We really want our boys to discover their passions and have the confidence to really follow them. And part of that is to offer a really broad and eclectic co-curricular activities program. Some of the things we offer are foreign languages, cooking, theatre sports. If the boys are interested in it, we try to facilitate it. So all our boys from grades 3 to 6, they play sport on a Saturday. So in winter they can play rugby or AFL or soccer. In summer they can do cricket, touch football or basketball, and every boy plays. It's interesting, Newington's obviously well known for its sport, but I would argue that our creative and performing arts are just as important, if not more important, than our sporting program. All the boys at Lindfield play an instrument. So in grades 2 and 3 they do a strings instrument, and in grades 4 and 5 they do brass or an instrument. That means that every boy is part of an orchestra, every boy is part of a band. Every boy is also part of the choir, so we have a junior choir and a senior choir. We want our boys to love music, and we want them to take music from Lindfield and then continue on with it into high school and beyond. Our goal for our boys is for them to be the best versions of themselves. We want them to challenge themselves, we want them to really push the boundaries of what they already know and what they can know and do. And we want them to to really embrace the idea that we are part of a wider community, and the wider community does amazing things for us, and we have a responsibility to give a lot back to that community as well. We are constantly thinking about boys and their learning, and we are thinking about how we imagine and we reimagine their education, keeping in mind that the future that we are looking at is going to be very different to what we have at the moment.